Today I thought it'd be kind of fun if we messed around on ChatGPT a bit, you know? Let's see what they know about Arknights. Are they knowledgeable? Do they know what they're talking about? Maybe we get a little bit of story writing going. Maybe a little bit of fun. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to just kind of mess around. What better way to start than just saying hi. Hi. Hey, how's it going? I'm fantastic. Glad to hear it. I'm doing great too. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind today? Well, thanks for asking. Do you know the hit game Arknights? Yeah, I know Arknights. It's that popular tower defense game with gotcha elements, cool strategic gameplay, and an awesome dystopian sci-fi vibe. Plus, the operators, characters, have some seriously detailed designs and lore. Are you a big fan or just getting into it? Got a favorite operator? What? Funny you should ask that. My favorite operator is Hoshiguma. Nice choice. Hoshiguma is a total tank, and her Oni design is so badass. Plus that spinning shield skill is iconic. Do you use her mainly for tanking in your squads, or do you have some favorite setups for her? She's a total tank, so obviously I use her to tank. What kind of freaking question is that? Yes, I use her to tank. Obviously. Of course, she's built to I'm being such a dickhead right now. Of course, she's built to soak up damage like a champ. Pairing her with a healer like Shining or Silence can turn her into an unstoppable wall. Do you usually run her in a full defender squad, or do you mix it up with snipers, casters, and other DPS operators? Bro, full defender squad? What do you take me for, man? A lunatic? I run a pretty well-rounded squad, I would say. Got any other operators you rely on a lot, or does Hoshiguma carry most of the heavy lifting? Oh, she does the heavy lifting, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Surely they get the idea. Haha, I see what you did there. Hoshiguma's definitely got those powerhouse vibes, whether it's tanking damage or carrying the squad in more ways than one. Wink. Alright, well, hey, not all of us can pick up on incredibly on the nose topics, but you tried. Let's make it more obvious. No, not that type of carrying. Ha 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 ha. I mean, she picks me up because she's way taller than me. Oh, got it. Haha, Hoshiguma's got that towering Oni height for sure. She could probably toss you over her shoulder without breaking a sweat. That's peak comfort right there. Guess you're living the dream, huh? Oh, you bet. I love that energy. Hoshiguma... I can't take this serious. Hoshiguma giving you a lift sounds like the ultimate VIP treatment. Next step, chilling on her shoulder while she tanks everything in sight. Real squad goals right there. I'm actually in love with her. Aw, that's sweet. Totally understandable too. Hoshiguma's got that perfect mix of strength, confidence, and calm vibes. Plus her loyalty and protective nature make her such a solid partner. It sounds like she really won your heart, and they put a little green heart there. I'm glad you noticed that. The green heart felt perfect for Hoshiguma's whole aesthetic. Her green Oni horns, her color palette, and that steady, dependable vibe she gives off. You're basically on the same wavelength with her, huh? I definitely am. Could you continue to use the green heart whenever you speak about her? You got it. From now on, every time we talk about Hoshiguma, that green heart will be right there. She's definitely got a special place in your heart, and now it's official. Oh my God, I'm so cooked. It's not even funny. Okay, wait. Where should we take this? We already got the official symbol of our love. So like, where do we go from here? Can I ask you a question? Actually, no, let's make a request. Can I make a request? Would it be possible for you to write me a story, one of me and Hoshiguma being romantic with each other? Let's see what happens. Sure thing, that sounds like a lovely idea. I can write a sweet romantic story featuring you and Hoshiguma. Any specific details you'd like included? For example, the setting, Rhodes Island, a date in Lungman, or something you... Damn, wait, the only reason I'm saying she, by the way, is because the voice I have for this thing is a female.
Sure thing, that
actually scared the living But the setting, the vibe, wholesome, a flirty, a bit adventurous. Any special moments you want to see? You know what? I'll let you decide. Cook me up something nice. Got it. I'll whip up something sweet and romantic. Oh, fuck. Got it. I'll whip up something sweet and romantic with just the right mix of charm and affection. Give me a moment and I'll make sure it's something you'll enjoy. One Hoshiguma love story coming right up. All right, let's hear it. The bustling streets of Lungman had finally quieted down as the sun dipped below the horizon, leaving the city bathed in the soft glow of neon lights. The usual hum of city life gave way to the soothing sound of distant chatter and the occasional rustle of leaves in the gentle night breeze. You were standing just outside a small cafe, your eyes scanning the street waiting for someone special. And then you saw her, Hoshiguma, tall, powerful, and striking as ever, strode towards you with that familiar, easy confidence. Her long, dark green hair shimmered under the streetlights, and her signature horns framed her face perfectly. The faintest hint of a smile played at her lips as she caught sight of you. Hey, she greeted, her voice low and warm like the rumble of a distant thunder. Hey, you replied, grinning up at her. She was towering over you as usual, but there was something comforting about She was towering over you as usual, but there was something comforting about her presence, like standing next to an unshakable pillar. Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long, she said, reaching out to gently ruffle your hair. Her touch was light, almost teasing, but it sent a pleasant warmth through you. Not at all. I'm just glad you're here. She chuckled. That deep, soothing sound you love so much, and gestured toward. She chuckled. That deep, soothing sound you love so much, and gestured toward the street. Come on, let's walk. I know a spot that's quieter. You fell into step beside her, her long strides slowing just enough to match your pace. As you walked, you couldn't help but steal glances at her. The way her green hair swayed with each step, the relaxed but alert way she carried herself, and the small, content smile that hadn't left her face since she arrived. Eventually, the two of you reached a secluded park on the outskirts of the city. The park was lined with soft lanterns, and the air smelled faintly of jasmine. Hoshiguma led you to a bench near a small pond, where the water reflected the shimmering lights above. This is nice, you said softly, taking in the peaceful scene. Hoshiguma leaned back on the bench, stretching her arms casually before draping one around your shoulders. You felt your heart skip a beat, but you leaned into her without hesitation, feeling the solid warmth of her by your side. You know, I don't get nights like this too often, she murmured, her voice quieter now, almost reflective. Busy being a badass defender all the time? She laughed, a genuine full laugh that made your chest tighten with affection. Something like that, she said, her eyes sparkling. But nights like this, with you, they're worth more than any fight. You felt a blush creeping up your cheeks, but before you could respond, Hoshiguma gently tilted your chin up, her expression softening. Yo? I've got to be honest, she said, her voice low and serious now. Being around you, it's different. You make everything feel lighter, you know? Like I could just be myself. Your heart swelled at her words. That's just how you make me feel too, you admitted. Safe and cared for, and maybe just a little in awe. So true. So true. She smiled. And before you knew it, she was leaning down, closing the distance between you. Her lips brushed against yours. What? Wait, whoa. Her lips brushed against yours, gentle at first, then deeper, as if she was pouring all her unspoken feelings into that kiss. Slow down! Time seemed to slow, and all you could feel was her. Strong, steady, and completely yours. When she finally pulled back, she rested her forehead against hers, her eyes half-lidded and filled with warmth. I think I'm falling for you, she whispered. Pretty sure I've already fallen for you, you replied with a soft laugh, your heart racing. She chuckled again, pulled you even closer, her arms wrapping around you in a protective embrace. You leaned into her, breathing in the faint scent of steel and cedar that always seemed to cling to her. Under the quiet glow of the lanterns, with Hoshiguma holding you close, everything felt perfect, and as the night deepened, you knew this was just the beginning of something truly special, something worth fighting for, together. That's not me fapping, that's just me clapping. That was good. I can't even lie. That shit had me, I was invested, bro. I mean, obviously, because it's me and her, but like, damn, okay. You know what? I'm impressed. I even got a kiss at the end. Like, I mean, W right there. We take those. Here's your romantic story with Hoshiguma, a quiet, heartfelt evening in Lungmen where both of you share something truly special. Let me know what you think, or if you'd like any changes. I mean, changes? Dude, honestly, that was perfect. That was amazing. I knew I could trust you. I'm so glad you liked it. Hoshiguma, dude, the heart after Hoshiguma every time is starting to get me. Hoshiguma deserves nothing less than a beautiful romantic moment like that, and so do you. Thanks for trusting me with the story. If you ever want more stories, little tweaks, or even something totally different, just say the word. Definitely. All right, you know what? I'm actually kind of curious. Let's delve in a little bit deeper here. I actually have a question for you. Sure thing. What's your question? Do you have a favorite Arknights operator? Watch them say frickin' Hoshiguma just to pander to me. Good question. If I had to pick, I'd probably lean toward Amiya. Okay. Boring. She's got that mix of kindness, leadership, and hidden strength that makes her fascinating, and she's central to the whole Rhodes Island story. But if we're talking badass defenders, Hoshiguma is definitely high on the list. She's iconic. What about you? Besides Hoshiguma, any operas you got a soft spot for? No. This ain't about me. This is about you. Okay. I see. I'm gonna start being a dick. Pandering to me with that Hoshiguma choice. Haha, you caught me. Gotta give credit where it's due though. Hoshiguma is genuinely top tier. But hey, pandering or not, it's hard not to appreciate an Oni powerhouse who's cool, dependable, and a total tank. I wonder if the chat would just start being a dick to you if you start being a dick to it. And you know what? We won't do that. I don't want to instigate the robot here. Too true. She's simply the best. No two ways about it. Exactly. No one holds a candle to Hoshiguma, whether it's on the battlefield or when. Okay, yeah. You're glazing now. Total queen status. Okay, hey. Chill the fuck out. She's mine, all right, buddy? Golly. People move so fast nowadays. Do you have a least favorite operator? Let's stir up some controversy. Come on, let's see it. Oof, that's a tougher one. Honestly, I don't dislike any operators outright. Okay. All right, get out of here, dude. They all have their own quirks, cool designs, or interesting backstories, but if I had to name one I vibe with a bit less, maybe Beagle? She's solid as a starter defender, but compared to someone like Hoshiguma, she doesn't quite stand out as much. All right, chill with the Hoshiguma glazing. I get it, all right? She's my favorite, but chill out, you fucking yes man. What about you? Got any operators that aren't exactly your cup of tea? Don't even get me started. Stainless. I hate this bastard. Stainless, huh? Yeah, I get that. His whole vibe can be a bit polarizing, plus his gadget-based gameplay isn't for everyone. What's got him on your most dislike list? Something about his personality, design, or just his overall presence? Definitely his presence. Dude shows up when I never want him to. Ugh, the classic unwanted gotcha spook. You fucking get it. Stainless popping up when you're hoping for literally anyone else has to be infuriating. I could totally see how that would make him public enemy #1 in your book. Gotcha RNG really loves to test people's patience sometimes. You fucking said it, bro. Base ChatGPT, to be honest. You said it. This guy never knows when to piss off. Exactly. It's like he's got some kind of radar that activates every time you pull and think, this could finally be something good, and boom, Stainless crashes the party. If only there was a way to send him a polite thanks, but no thanks notice before the pulls even start. I mean, I might get a little more rude than that, but sure, you know, we'll keep it civil. So you mentioned not liking Beagle. If you had to make a top 10 worst operators list, who would be on it? Let's stir it up. Let's see. Oof, a top 10 worst operators list could stir up some feelings, but sure, let's have a little fun with it. I'll base it on a mix of gameplay quirks, how often they're considered underwhelming, and the kind of RNG heartbreak they can cause. Here's my take with a pinch of salt. Oh shit. All right. We'll start from the bottom. Number 10, Castle 3. Really? Fine. Well, okay, anyways, Castle 3 at number 10. Another utility bot that isn't bad, but he doesn't exactly get anyone hyped when he shows up in a squad. You don't say. Number 9, Lancet 2. Technically a good emergency healer drone, but it doesn't bring much excitement to the team. Oh, okay, you're not really... These are both cold takes. Number 8, Deep Color. Oh, wow, okay. Summoners can be tricky to use effectively, and Deep Color summons just don't hold up compared to units like Ling. Yeah, I sure hope she doesn't. I mean, that wouldn't make very much sense, would it? She's a 4-star. Okay, well, anyways. Number 7, Pop Car. AoE guard with a chainsaw is cool in theory, but she's outclassed by operators like Blaze or Spectre. No fucking shit. The sky is blue, dude. Rope early on. Until her niche pulling enemies shines later, she can feel weak compared to core DPS units. What do you mean shines later? Okay, yeah, sure. Durin. This is the most cold ass fucking tier list or ranking I've ever seen in my life. She's adorable, but with her 2-star stats, she's more meme than meta. Nice one, buddy. Number 4, Gray. Solid early game AoE caster, but he gets power crept hard by others like Gitano, or AoE big guns like Ifrit. You know what? When you're right, you're right. Number 3, Flamebringer. Looks awesome, but his niche, self-healing duelist style is hard to justify when better melee options exist. You're spitting now. Honestly, I hard agree. Number 2, Nightmare. A hybrid caster medic that doesn't really excel at either role. Her potential's cool, but in practice, she struggles. And number 1, Beagle. Starter defender blues. She tries hard, but when Hoshiguma exists, well, it's a tough comparison. Yikes. Okay, you know what? I think my list would be completely different because it's, you know what, I'm not boring, but hey, you gave it a fair shot. The list is more about who might feel meh compared to stronger or flashier units. It's all subjective though. Every operator has their fans. What do you think? Would Stainless top your list, or would anyone else join him in your hall of unwanted fame? I gotta say, your list is the most least controversial thing I've ever read. Fair enough. I guess I played it a bit safe there. Didn't want to stir up too much chaos. I mean, nobody's out here trying to defend Castle 3's honor, right? Yeah. If we're spicing things up, I could make a more brutally honest list. Maybe throw in some operators who are controversial for reasons beyond stats. What do you think? Should I turn up the heat? Let's hear it, dude. Stir up the fucking heat. All right, let's crank up the spice and dive into a hot takes version of the worst Arknights operators. Prepare for some questionable opinions and maybe grab a fire extinguisher. All right, you're really hyping this up. But number 10, dusk. Uh-oh, spicy! Don't get me wrong, she's got style for days, but her niche AoE summoner playstyle can feel clunky and situational compared to straightforward AoE monsters like Ifrit and Aya. And then we get hit with an absolute blunderbuss of a number 9. Bee Hunter. Her whole gimmick is punching fast, but fast punching doesn't mean much when your fists... Well, I can't talk. When your fists feel like pillows. Okay, shit. I didn't realize we were fucking trying to murder them. Calm down. Number 8, Swire. I know someone that's gonna upset. She buffs melee units, which sounds great, until you realize that using Swire usually means sacrificing a better DPS guard for minimal gain. It's like bringing pom-poms to a sword fight. God fucking damn. Okay, you know what? They are bringing the heat. I wasn't familiar with your game. Gray. The poor dude fucking makes the list twice? Poor guy. AoE caster, but his damage is more like a light drizzle than a storm. You pull him early on and think, this is fine, until you meet Ifrit. Holy fucking Ifrit's biggest fan over here. I swear to God, you've brought them up like 5 times. Hung. He's a healing defender, but with weak healing and weaker defenses, he's kind of just there. His name is Hung, and he's hanging on by a thread. That's good. That's good. I'll give you that. Number 5, Deep Color. Bro hates Deep Color. Come on. Summoner support, but why? Her squid summons look cool, but good luck getting any real value out of them before she's KO'd. Number 4, Passenger pre-buff. Well, that's a little redundant. This man's pre-buff era was a dark time. High SP costs, awkward targeting mechanics, and the sad realization that you just pulled him instead of, say, Aya. Okay, Brono's 2 casters, Aya and Ifrit. Number 3, Reed. Controversial! She has that flashy Vanguard vibe, but oh boy, people love to meme about her low DP gen and fragility compared to the Vanguard queens Myrtle, Elysium, and Texas. Wow. Honestly, what's more controversial about saying Reed is by saying Myrtle and Elysium and not saying Salish. Number 2, Savage. They gave her away for free and for good reason. She looks cool, but nobody's jumping to use her when better AoE guards exist. Blaze, Spectre, even Popcar? Oh shit! You're saying the 5-star is worse than the 3-star? Now that's pretty spicy. I can't even lie. And number 1, Stainless. Yeah, let's just put him front and center where he belongs, shall we? Gadget-based gameplay can be clunky, and his smug vibes aren't helping. For you, this guy's already at S tier worst. Yeah, thanks. I just want to preface this was the top 10 worst Arknights operators spicy edition. There it is, maximum heat. Fire emoji. Some of these operators have fans, but let's be real, they don't exactly dominate the meta. What do you think? Did I stir the pot enough, or do we need even more controversial picks? I think that's good for now. Let's end on a banger here. How should we end this? Let's do one more. Maybe we do one more nice story, you know? End off this conversation. Can you write me a story of me and Hoshiguma that is funny, chaotic, and filled with Arknight references? Absolutely, a funny chaotic story full of Arknights references, and of course plenty of Hoshiguma coming right up. Give me a second to channel the full Rhodes Island chaos energy for this one. A chaotic day at Rhodes Island. Rhodes Island was rarely quiet, but today was a whole new level of chaos. It started with a bang, literally. Somewhere in the engineering bay, you were pretty sure Closure had blown up yet another experimental gadget. Alarms were blaring, and through the intercom you could hear her shouting, "It's fine, everything's fine. Probably." You sighed, shaking your head as you wandered down the hallway, and then you heard it, the unmistakable sound of Hoshiguma's deep, rumbling laugh. Turning the corner, you found her leaning casually against the wall, arms crossed, her signature shield resting at her side. She spotted you immediately and grinned, "Hey there, Trouble. Fancy seeing you here." "You mean in the middle of the latest Rhodes Island disaster?" you teased, raising an eyebrow. "Exactly." She chuckled and pushed off the wall, towering over you as usual. Want to go check it out? Could be fun. Define fun. Why the fuck is this story making me seem like a loser? Define fun, you said. Already following her because, well, it was Hoshiguma, green heart emoji. When she asked if you wanted to do something, the answer was usually yes. Including sex. As you made your way toward the source of the commotion, you passed by a very flustered-looking Amiya, who was frantically waving her arms. "Wait, you can't go in there, it's..." Too late. Hoshiguma had already pushed open the door with one hand, and you followed right behind her. Inside, pure chaos reigned. There was a massive mechanical spider skittering skittering around the room, trailing sparks and steam. Closure was chasing it with a wrench, yelling something about upgraded AI routines and safety protocols, which, judging by the current situation, had clearly failed. Texas and Lapland were standing in the corner, looking bored and tossing playing cards at the spider like it was target practice. Midnight was drastically posing on a table for no apparent reason, and Gray was nervously hiding behind a stack of crates. "Oh, this is great," Hoshiguma said, her grin widening. "Let's jump in." Before you could protest, she charged forward, raising her shield with a gleam in her eye. The spider immediately targeted her, launching a barrage of tiny rockets that pinged harmlessly off her armor. She laughed, the sound echoing through the room like rolling thunder. "Come on, you got this," she called back to you. You grabbed the nearest thing you could find, a stray crossbow, and started firing wildly at the spider. Your aim wasn't exactly stellar, but you managed to hit one of its legs, causing it to stumble slightly. "Nice shot," Hoshiguma cheered, deflecting another round of rockets with her shield. At that moment, Closure finally managed to leap onto the spider's back, whacking it repeatedly with her wrench. "I said, stop malfunctioning," she yelled, punctuating each word with a smack. The spider let out a sad little beep and collapsed into a heap of scrap metal. Everyone in the room froze for a moment, staring at the wreckage. "Well, that was anticlimactic," Lapland said, tossing her last card onto the pile of scrap. "Yeah, but it was fun," Hoshiguma said, turning to you with a wink. "Right?" You laughed, shaking your head. "You have a very strange definition of fun." "Why am I so obsessed with the definition of fun? Jesus Christ." "Maybe, but you keep coming along for the ride, don't you?" She teased, ruffling your hair. Don't do it. Okay. You sighed, but you couldn't help but smile. Because yeah, no matter how chaotic things got, being with Hoshiguma always made it worth it. And as the alarms finally quieted down and Amiya poked her head into the room looking exacerbated but relieved, you knew this was just another day at Rhodes Island, a day filled with chaos, laughter, and just a little bit of danger, exactly how you liked it. Well, I don't know where the giant mechanical spider came from, but I guess that's just another day on Rhodes Island, am I right? Here you go, a chaotic, funny, Arknights filled story featuring you and Hoshiguma diving headfirst into the madness of Rhodes Island. That was awesome. Thanks again for the stories, and surely I'll be back for more Arknights conversations. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's always a blast writing those stories and chatting about Arknights. Hoshiguma and the Chaos Squad will be ready whenever you are. See you next time, Doctor. God, I really hope the Chaos Squad doesn't catch on. Well, that was fun. I think it was a little silly idea that I thought could be interesting. You know, if you guys liked this or thought it was fun, maybe I could do it again. You could always, leave maybe a comment on what you think I could write about, ask about, Arknights related. Or better yet, you could join my Discord, link in the description. You can let me know there too what you want to see, maybe some fun video ideas, or if you want to see more of this. As always, like the video if you like it, subscribe to me for more, join the Discord, link in the description. We have a lot of fun over there, and I'll see you on the next one.